honestly, let's get off his case. What's up, everybody? This is Sam B right here with the Tune Up Show. Most definitely. We're here to talk about, I'm here to talk about three things. The 3Ds of what's wrong with the black community. Now, I know we heard a lot of different videos. We have so many different outtakes, so many different ideologies, so many different things that people believe, they don't want to believe. And we get all that. I get all that. Everybody has something they want to bring to the table. I get that. YouTube is full of it. But what are we forgetting right here? What are we really trying to do here? That's the question that people in the black community really need to ask themselves. What are we trying to accomplish? Are we just trying to accomplish something for us in our community, or we're trying to accomplish something for other people in their own community so that way they could change how we want them to view who we are? Because let's face it, in the black community, we're not in charge of our own image. We haven't grasped that. We haven't even tried to establish what is the image of the black male. What is the image of the black woman? We left that up to Hollywood. We left that up to the music industry. We left that up to other people to basically, mold our image on how they feel about us. So it's a concept, my own opinion, but I believe this is part of the problem. The 3Ds, Ds like letter D, A, B, C, D, the 3Ds of the detriment of the black community. It's disagreement, disinformation, and distrust. Now, I'm going to read up the definitions just in case, no one really knows what I'm talking about. Disinformation, false information which is intended to mislead, especially propagandize, issued by a government organization to a rival power or the media. What did I just say there? I'm going to explain what I just said here. Disinformation comes from anywhere, right? Disinformation is meant to form an ideology that's based off of whatever's being said. So in the black community, we've been disinformed. We've been disinformed heavily throughout the ages, throughout years, throughout decades, generations. We have been disinformed so much that we believe that we can only be rappers. We can only be dancers or singers or comedians, entertainers, whatever. None of us can be intellectuals. None of us can be thinkers. We just been brought up to believe that only our gifts can only be best utilized if it's being utilized by somebody else. That is our disinformation. We've been brought to believe that our best gifts and abilities and our mindsets are best utilized by other people of other races. So that's the one problem. That's 1D, right? Now we go to distrust. Now I got all this on my iPad. That's why I'm looking down, looking up, looking down. So don't worry about that. Distrust, the feeling that someone or something cannot be relied upon, right? And I'll read the verb definition of it. Doubt the honesty or reliability of such person. Regard with suspicion. What's the distrust? I'm going to say it. Black man and black woman. Black man and black woman. For some reason, black men and black women do not trust each other. Therefore, if the trust is not there, how can we ever come together? How can we ever come together? If the black woman doesn't trust the black man and the black man doesn't trust the black woman, that's not a community. That's freaking chaos. That's chaotic. We're all black here in the same neighborhood, but yet we go out and we blame white cops. How is that possible? Maybe it's through disinformation, right? Disinformation. Maybe that's what it is. Let's move on. Disagree. Have or express a different opinion. Second definition. Be inconsistent or fail to correspond with such results. That's a disagree. We know that goes on a lot. Because see, even if we have facts, even when we're faced with facts, I'm talking about factual things. I mean, things that cannot be refuted. We will still disagree. We will still disagree with these people. And it's right there on black and white. To be the truth, to be honest. What are we gonna do? Because even if the were just people of a dark skin complexion on this earth, I'm pretty sure we will still find ways to not get it together. We will still find ways to be angry at each other. We will still find ways to just be in disagreement. We will still find ways to somehow bring down disinformation. And we will still find ways to not trust each other. What is it going to take? Because we can't just keep coming together when a white cop shoots a black guy or a black woman gets another degree. When someone's kid graduates high school or buy a freaking Bugatti. These can't be the constructs of coming together. It has to be more of a substance. Something else has to be. Like, we're good at celebrating. We good at block parties. We're good at doing everything and anything. We good at having a great time. We are the best of having a great time. But when it comes down to politicians or political stuff, or actually getting in the boardroom and really talking about this stuff, really trying to cement some kind of structure, we fail at every turn. Let me tell you something. If it was the other way around, right? If it was the other way around and we lived in a society where black people were running it, it's basically flip-flop. Black people were where white people, we think white people are, and white people are where they think black people are. Because see, no one's privileged. This is 2021. And all last year, all 2020, I saw statues being brought down. I saw buildings get burnt on fire. The damn Capitol building was bum rushed earlier this year. So you're not going to sit here and tell me that you can't make a change. But it has to be more than that, though. It can't just be holding hands with other races or finally breaking the barrier. Like, a lot of you black people, y'all rather hold the hands of another color, of another race, than make it work with your own brother. What does that even mean? That's not progress. How is that progress in your mind? To where you can go out there, have a baby or make a baby with another race, of man or woman, but then you still want to talk black, pro whatever. A lot of entertainers do that. You talk a lot of shit about the dysfunctionality of the black community, and on the other hand, you still profit from the dysfunctionality of the black community. Nobody wants to say it though. I'ma say it. Some bullshit. A lot of you entertainers, and you know who you are, you made millions off of the promotion of the dysfunctionality of the black community. And you still talk about pro-black as if you're out there trying to make a real difference. That's what this platform is going to be about. This platform is going to be about calling it what it is. No more excuses, no more whatever. Forget it. I'm done. I'm done listening to the excuses. I'm done listening to just the rhetoric. We have a problem in the black community. It's distrust, disagreement, and disinformation. We need to control what comes down that pipe. We need less rappers. We need less of our women twerking all the damn time. Yes, I said it. We need less of our women twerking all the damn time. We need more people that can make a freaking difference. Because if we're not doing it as a whole, then I don't want to keep hearing shit about Juneteenth. I don't want to keep hearing it. I don't want to see social media blowing up because a black guy got shot by a white cop. But yet, niggas around the way still killing each other. I don't want to keep hearing it. Because it's a circular conversation. Racism, all this stuff, it's all circulatory. It's not meant to be solved. Because you know why? You know how you solve something? You start doing the opposite of what's being done. You don't just keep talking about it, you start doing it. If you know the kitchen needs to be clean, why are you waiting for someone else to clean it? That's what racism is. Racism is an unclean kitchen, and you got 5 people standing around each other, blaming each other on why the kitchen isn't clean. Clean it up. If it's bothering you so much, clean it. Do something. It must not be bothering you that much. How can you blame the white man for your dirty ass kitchen? That's your kitchen. Black community, that's our kitchen. Yeah, okay. Systematic racism, okay, that's fine. But what are you doing about your kitchen? Why is your kitchen still a mess? That's your kitchen. You cook the majority of meals in that kitchen. Most of the shit that's going down, it's going down in your kitchen, in your household, in your community. You know who the criminals are, but you don't want to do it. You don't want to deal with it. You want someone else to do it, but then you want to tell them how to deal with it. How many of us is like that? That's crazy. That was a tune-up show. I'm Sam B, and I'll be back with more of these content. See ya.